Hello, everybody, and welcome to another special live stream edition of Hank's Corner. You know who I am, Hank Jr., part of Hank Jr. Productions, where I'm documenting life's moments through photography, videography, and of course, podcasting. And I love these Thursday nights. That's the E before new music comes out. And, I'm so excited about the new music that's coming out, especially because we have a live stream here of some brand new music coming out by one of my favorite artists out of my favorite state, my home state of Texas. She's been on Hank's Corner before, episode 124. She also did a world premiere with us, These Boots. Let's welcome her to the stage. Payton Riley. There she is. Hey, Payton, how you doing?
I'm doing so good. How are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing wonderful, and we got people tuning in already. We got people all over the world that will tune into this, and here's our first guest over here, and we're so excited that we're going to be premiering your song tonight and called Blue. And it's going to come out in a few hours. It's going to come out in about, I guess, 3.5 hours here on the Eastern time. And definitely excited about that. But how are you feeling about this? Because you've released a lot of songs, since the last time we've talked. Is this just getting common for you, or do you still get the butterflies and get excited every time we do this?
Well, I feel like with any other song, I would just be like, "Oh, it's just another song," because I think now, I think Blue will be my 21st song that I have released. But this
Wow.
song is really special to me because I am kind of doing a little bit of a transition, and this is kind of like my transition song into a new genre that I'm entering into. I feel like as I get older, I'm starting to figure out what I like, the music that I like and the music that I like to make. And that music is pop punk rock music, and so I'm getting away from country a little bit. I'm still going to do country, but I'm definitely going more into that genre, and so this is kind of the bridge going over into that. If you were to listen to this song whenever y'all hear it tonight, if you were to never have heard me before, you would be like, oh, this girl is like pop. It's like such a pop song, but it's so much fun. And kind of the way that I'm going right now, and kind of like if you could compare two people, it'd be like if Avril Lavigne and Olivia Rodrigo were having a baby. That's kind of the music in the area that I'm going into right now.
Well, that's definitely a great combination there, and you do a little bit more classic. I'll call it classic with a little bit more modern mix there. And we'll talk a little bit more about this later. But because I'm a photographer, I always like talking about the cover art. And is that why you decided to go with this cover art? It'll change it up.
Yes, it is very interesting. Okay, so my photographer was just like, Peyton, just trust me on this. Like, I did not tell her. I was like, I just want everything to be blue and me kind of like to look a little sad. And so she took a picture of me and she added like these tears running down my face, and she added the letters of the songs and like ice. And I was like not expecting this, so I was like just trusting her, and I was like, I have no idea how this is gonna turn out. And so then she finally sent it to me, and like my jaw was on the floor. I was like, "Oh my gosh, like this is like way better than like I could have like ever imagined it could have been." But I feel like it definitely more fits what I'm going into. I feel like my other album covers have definitely been more like, you could tell I'm a country artist. But this
Mhm.
one definitely more represents like the new genre that I'm going into. And so this is probably one of my favorite ones yet.
Yeah, I definitely like it. Like I said, we'll talk about it a little bit more, but I wanted to do something special for you, Peyton. We have this Texas, camaraderie going between you and I. Even though I'm not in Texas anymore, I'm over in the Tampa Bay area.
Mhm.
But I know somebody that's your cheerleader. One of your cheerleaders from Texas, who wanted to come on. She was on my podcast, episode 168.
Oh,
Let's welcome also to the stage Chloe Ray.
Hi, Peyton.
oh my gosh. Oh my Lanta.
So I know Chloe has surprised you recently because when I was over in Fort Worth, Chloe was not there so that I could visit her and watch her. She was over there watching you doing a bunch of good stuff in the Houston area.
Oh my gosh, yes, she was. Chloe is like one of my best friends ever. She is so sweet. So I had this big show on December 9th at the Do Do Big Barn. It was like my first time headlining there. I had always just been an opener. I'd been performing there since I was like 9 years old. And I did not know she was coming, but she drove all the way down like 4 hours.
4.5 hours.
And I was like, I like looked up and because there's like a bottom floor and there's a second floor. And so I like looked up and I was like, oh my gosh, that's Chloe. And like I was so shocked. And I cannot believe you're on right now. That's crazy. I was not expecting that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, now I've done surprises before and I've done live streams before, but I haven't quite done it like this. And we had to keep it secret. And I told Chloe, I'll get you the link. I'll get you the link as soon as we do it. But try to line this up. And I'm so glad that you guys get to come together once again. And Chloe, thanks for being on my podcast. Peyton's been on my podcast, and maybe we just have to do an episode where all three of us are
Yes.
having one.
Yes. We would
Yes.
absolutely love that. And like she's actually supposed to come down this weekend and come stay with me, but the weather in Texas is supposed to be so bad. Like they're saying it's supposed to start snowing, which if y'all know Texas, it's like 105 degrees like all the time. And so
Yeah.
we were actually supposed to hang out, so this is perfect.
That's awesome. And fun fact is that, I lived in New Jersey for about 10 to 12 years. And the whole time I was there, I never once had a white Christmas. Now, it snowed, different times, and we got like tons of it, but it never snowed on Christmas. And then for 2 years, I was living in the Rio Grande Valley. And I have to say that because Texans just call it the Valley, but everybody else thinks that we're selfish and don't, say that it's the Rio Grande Valley because everyone else has a valley too. But when I was down there, I had my first white Christmas. I think it was back in like 2003 or something like that. So, kind of weird living up north, never had it, but in Texas. And here we go again with the Texas cold weather.
It's crazy.
It's cold. Really cold.
Definitely. And it's been cold here in Tampa as well. And, thanks to everybody who's starting to tune in. Let us know where you are tuning in from. Even if you're catching this, that's not on the live version, let us know where you're tuning in from. It's Thursday night before new music comes out, and we're going to be doing the world premiere of Blue by Payton Riley. And, she's already started giving us a little bit of the backstory to it. But, tell us a little bit more, how you came up with the concept of this particular song.
So I was actually in Nashville and I was riding with two of my friends and I had told them, I was like, I want this song to be like an Olivia Rodrigo song. And so whenever we were writing this song, this was the first time that while we were writing the song, we were also making a demo of it. And so I was like singing in a studio mic and we were making the track like right then and there. And so like the ideas and the vibes were just like flowing. And I had this idea in my phone for a really long time. Like I love using colors and emotions together, like using a color to show an emotion. And so originally the song was called Blue Hair, but we decided just to call it Blue. But we wrote this song because I feel like a lot of teenage girls date guys that give mixed signals, and a lot of girls are just kept as a maybe to these guys. These guys kind of keep them on the side, and they're like, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to a bunch of other people, and if they don't work out, then I still have you. You're something that's always a constant." And whenever you figure out that's what that person is doing, like it makes you feel so bad about yourself and make your self worth feel so low. Knowing that they don't love you back and they don't feel the same way. You're just like a little pawn in their game. But in the end, you realize that you deserve so much more and you finally realize your self-worth and you kick those disgusting boys to the curb.
Now, Chloe, can you relate to that?
Yes, I can. Peyton knows. We have our girl talk all the time.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. Now, even though that you can relate to it, have you actually heard the song yet?
I've only heard the snippet she's been posting. I'm like so excited to hear it. I've been waiting. I'm staying up so I can listen to it.
Yeah, that's awesome, and you're going to get to hear it like everybody else for the first time, and definitely I've gotten to hear it, and I liked it, and I say that's one of the perks about doing this podcasting is that I can hear songs before everybody else, and sometimes most likely to both of you have done this, Peyton. I'm assuming you've played it, tried it out in front of audiences. We were talking a little bit offline that whether or not you can pull it off with just doing it by yourself acoustically or doing a band. But what's kind of the feedback that you have gotten by playing this, out there at your gigs?
Well, I definitely think people were really shocked that it was like not country, like usually the songs that I write. But I feel like definitely with the younger crowd, with the teenagers, they were really relating to it. Also because, especially with the teenage girls, because I feel like us girls, we like to date potential a lot, and we like to think, oh, this boy would be really great if he was like this, like if he just had a little bit more of that. And we think that we can change them. And so I feel like this song really helped girls realize that you cannot date potential because that's just you hoping that this is going to go somewhere and it's not an actual like fact that it is. And so I feel like so far I've had some really good feedback, and I guess tomorrow will be the real telltale of how that's going to go over. But I've been kind of nervous about it. Just because I've done country for so long, but I don't think it's gonna go awfully. I have high hopes that it's gonna go well.
Yeah, I think it's going to go well as well. Try saying that a couple times fast. And, Chloe had mentioned that, she's only heard the snippets of what you've played on social media. And you've had some fun social media clips, some of them with your sister kind of showing up in the background. And then,
Yes.
I can't remember if it actually had the song or not, but I just saw one of your clips where you're, punching the Grinch. And, where do you come up with these, social media clips? Is it you or does somebody else say, hey, let's try this?
So I used to have a social media team that helped me come up with a lot of my ideas, but now it is just me that comes up with the ideas. And it's definitely hard sometimes whenever I'm posting 1 to 2 times a day. But I definitely do a lot of research on social media and see like what the trending things are and what people are engaging with and what things are going viral. And then like some of the stuff are just like happy accidents in videos. Like there was one video on Christmas Eve, I announced that I was releasing Blue, and my sister was wearing like this little Christmas hat, and she was trying to stay out of the video, but was crawling, and her Christmas hat was sticking up over the table, and so you could see it. And so some of the stuff is just funny stuff that happens. And then the breakup video, one of my friends had recently gone through a breakup, and whenever you go through a breakup, all you want to do is like sit on the couch and watch sad movies and eat ice cream and wear a big hoodie and just like cry. And so I was like, I was releasing a song called Ink, and that song's about a
Mhm.
breakup. So I was like, this is going to be perfect. I'm going to make a video about the must have essentials that you must have for going through a breakup. And so that's the idea that came with that video.
Yeah. And, I may be getting a little bit ahead of things because we still haven't, heard the song yet. You're going to hear it first here on Hank's Corner, probably about 5 to 7 minutes from now. And of course, you're going to, be able to stream it on all platforms tomorrow. But will there be a video for this song?
Maybe I cannot say yet. You'll just have to wait and see.
That sounds like a little bit of a yes to me, but Peyton didn't say that. That's what Hank Jr. is saying here, and hopefully that's the case, and we would look forward to that. And we got Chloe on the show too. She's getting into songwriting herself. She enjoys the music. Have you guys already collaborated on a song, or are you guys working to possibly do that in the future?
We haven't yet, but I know we want to. We want to. We have a couple ideas for sure.
Mhm.
So
Yes. So be
hopefully in
looking for
the
that in the
future.
future. Yep.
Yeah, that would be a great combo right there, left and right punch. The Texas duo, and definitely look forward to that. So tell us a little bit more, specifically about pre-saving for this song because we talk about that a lot. And even though we only got a couple hours left before it's released, why is it important to still go ahead and pre-save it?
It is so important because it pushes it out to the social media algorithms and on Spotify. And the more that people pre save it, the more that Spotify is like, oh, people are liking this song and they're really eager to hear it. So we're going to push it out to more people. And so it is so important. And I know a lot of people don't understand the importance, but it's literally so important. And that's why whenever us musicians we post videos and we're like pre-save it now, it really helps us so much in the long run with our songs and getting
Yeah,
them out there to more people.
yeah, it definitely helps the algorithms work, which I can't figure it out, but you guys do a better job at that. And I want to post this comment up here. I don't know if you guys recognize this young female as well, but apparently
Yes.
you guys all ran into each other out there when you were in Nashville.
Yes, we did. She was so sweet. We met her at the Josie Awards, and she had like the prettiest dress on ever. And she was so sweet and kind. And so we just talked for a little while, and she came up and said hi, and she's so sweet.
Yeah, McKenna, we definitely love her. She's been on the podcast, and we're hoping to put something in the works. I know she's got some stuff that's coming out in the future, so maybe you might see it here on Hank's Corner. But McKenna, thanks for tuning in. And if you think it's cold in Texas, you go where McKenna is, and it's going to be a lot colder up there, I'm sure.
I bet.
Yeah, she says thank you over there, and I didn't make it out to Nashville, for the Josie Awards. I kind of wanted to. We talked offline that it just didn't work to my schedule, and to be honest, I didn't think I was going to actually, win the category I was nominated for. But that's okay. But I am going to get to go to Nashville. Hopefully, I'm scheduled to do that at the end of February, going into March. So I'm definitely looking forward to being there. Nashville's always a great time. And I'm sure you guys feel the same.
Oh yeah, it is so much fun. And Chloe actually got into Belmont University in Nashville. And
Yes.
Yeah,
so she
congratulations on that.
Thank
is
you.
probably going to be moving up there very soon, which is going to be great because as I get older, I'm starting to go up there more often. And so it's going to be great to see my bestie more than we already get to see each other. But yeah, we were both at the Josie Awards and it was so much fun because so many of our young artist friends went with us and we were all playing shows together and we got to hang out at the Josie Awards. So even though we both did not get an award, it was still so much fun because we were there with our friends. And then we would like stay up so late and just like go around Nashville, like just around the town. And I feel like we're all to the age where our parents are like, okay, y'all are almost all 18 or y'all are 18, so we're just gonna let you go. And so we were staying up until crazy hours in the night, just hanging out and having so much fun. But it's always a great
And then
time in
having to
Nashville.
wake up super early to get ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I won't specifically ask about all the things that you were doing. We'll keep some things, that happen in Nashville, stay in Nashville. But
Okay.
definitely a fun time out there, and I look forward to getting back out there. And of course, Chloe, when I go up there, I specifically reach out to a lot of people I know, and I say, hey, who needs a free photo, video, that sort of thing, and people just kind of respond, and I go out there and do that. So now we'll be able to easily add that to your list because every time it seems like, well, only one for one, but every time I go to Texas, you're not there.
Yes. That'll be great.
Yeah, so we got about 1 more minute before I play this. I'm just trying to hype it up. We're definitely excited about Hearing Blue. A lot of people online have already commented about it. I like it, but we only got 3 hours and 10 minutes before it becomes live on all streaming platforms. And make sure that you go out and stream it, as many times as you can, make it popular. Let's help Payton out with that. But I think I kind of kept you guys in suspense long enough. Let me see if I can get this video on. We will listen to it and come back and talk about it. But here is Blue by Payton Riley.
I once was the girl who had a different state of mind, so deluded by the thought that maybe you could be mine. How stupid am I? How stupid am I? I didn't read between the lines, so I gave everything to you. I'm not good at goodbye. I hate talking feelings through, so I dye my hair blue. hate the way you made me feel insane. You drove me crazy, told me that I was a yes, but kept me as a maybe. Yeah, I hate this. Yeah, I hate this. I spiral down when I'm alone. Look at your pictures on my phone. Why can't I just let you go? I lost my favorite part of me. You pulled the knife to watch me bleed. I should have known that you'd leave me lonely. Blue, like the blood in these veins. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed that I love you cold. Like the ice in my heart can't pick up my guitar. You're the best thing I never had. If you come back, I'll die. Blue, like the blood in these veins. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed that I love you cold. Like the ice in my heart can't pick up my guitar. You're the best thing I never had. You, like the blood in these veins. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed that I love you cold. Like the ice in my heart can't pick up my guitar. You're the best thing I never had. But if you come back, I'll die it back.
And there you have it. That's Blue by Payton
Yes.
Riley. And you
that
get to
was
hear
so
it first
good.
here on Hank's Corner before anywhere else. We got a couple more hours before it's actually released. And judging by the comments and Chloe's reaction, you're going to have success with this song coming out. I mean, I have no doubt about it. And like I said, everybody seems to love it so far.
Yes, I am very happy about that. And so now y'all could see that it's definitely more on the pop side. But I have been very excited about this song. I even put some blue hair dye in my hair for it. So we could have the vibes going all the way around. And I wore my blue sweater. So I've been very excited about this, and I'm very excited to see people's reactions tomorrow to it.
Yeah, and you can't tell, but I got a bunch of blue in my hair too. Yeah.
Oh, 100%.
What hair I have there? And I'm just kidding. I don't have any blue. They would kill me if I showed up to work like that tomorrow. But I wish I could. I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to it. And like I said, we definitely want to pre-save it, get that on the algorithm, keep playing it. But we all know that places like Spotify and whatnot, they don't really pay the artist, for what they all the streams that they get. They may get like what is it, something like a tenth of a penny per stream. I mean, I
Yeah,
think it's
it's
even less than that. But the
so
way
little.
that artists do make money is if you come out to their shows, of course, if you buy merchandise. And Peyton, tell us a little bit about that. Where, if any, are you going to be playing, and do you have merchandise for people to purchase?
So I'm literally playing all over. Some of the places that I'm really excited to be playing is I am going back to the UK, so I will be in London and Ireland. So if any of
Wow.
y'all live there, y'all should totally come see me play. I went last year and I absolutely had a blast. And I met so many people and it was so much fun. And so I'm very excited to be going back. But if you go to my website, it's paytonrileymusic.com, and you go to shows, it will say all my shows throughout the year. And I'm really being super picky this year about the shows that I play. I'm trying to be really intentional about them and make sure that the ones that I do play, they're very, very important. So I am going to be playing a little bit less than I usually did. Last year, I think I played almost 90 shows, and the year before, it was closer to like 120. But this year, I'm definitely being more intentional about my shows. But you can also find my merchandise. I have so much of it. We just got a bunch of new stuff. We got a bunch of new hats, sweatshirts, t-shirts. We have so many t-shirts, and we have so many fun designs, and it's both for girls and boys. So go to my website and you can find my merchandise there, and we will ship it to wherever you are at.
Yeah, please do that. Like I said, these artists, they try real hard to get out there, and they're competing with big corporations. And the best way to do that is to go to their shows, tip them, or pay the ticket prices, whatever it may be, and to do their merchandise. And I know you're limited the amount of shows that you're doing this year, but maybe you can convince your team to do a Disney trip or something, and come by and swing by Tampa and come play
Yes.
for us out here.
I would love that. My mom and I actually were talking about that, starting to get more into that area, because I've been playing in Louisiana, Alabama, California, Colorado, but I need to get more in that area, and Florida sounds like it would be so much fun to play out there, and I've heard that the music is awesome out there. But definitely back to what we were talking about, being an independent artist is so hard, and even Chloe knows this too. Like,
Mhm.
it's super hard to make money, especially off of streams. So merch and buying tickets to our shows really means so much to us and helps us so much, especially when it comes to gas and hotels to get to your state to play for y'all. It really helps us so much. So it's very much appreciated if y'all can help us out. And even just a little bit helps us out so much.
Yeah, and you can even I'm sure send, I don't want to call it donations and it's not really tips because you're not playing, but you can send money their way. They could put it to good use and, not just Payton, but, let's support Chloe Ray. Like I said, she was on episode 168 and, McKenna, who I don't know if she's still out there, but, support her too. Like I said, we're going to be possibly doing something in the future. We would like that, but, Hank is always trying to support the independent artist, and I love it. Like I said, it's just so personal, so great, and of course, I always bring the most talented on.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Ah, there she is. She says she's still there, and there she is. So, in case you're wondering, McKenna Faith Winters, you can find her as well. That's her name. Just look her up on social media and follow her as well. And we're definitely excited, Payton, about the release of Blue. We're just about 3 hours and 1 minute for it to be released, and we can't wait. And we're definitely um, you know are honored when you guys do this for me, because you could go anywhere and debut your song, and to do it on Hank's Corner, we definitely appreciate that.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Like, we love you so much, and we're so thankful for you for having us on and for supporting us. It's really hard to find sweet, genuine people who want to help the artists and are not just in it for the money. And so we really appreciate people like you. So thank you so much.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm going to go back and clip that and use it as a promo because that's awesome. But thanks to everybody that's tuning in to Hank's Corner. Like I said, you heard Peyton Riley's Blue. Go out there and stream it tomorrow in about 3 hours. Whether you do it through iTunes or Spotify or wherever. I assume it's going to go on YouTube as well. So wherever you listen to music, do that. Peyton, thanks for doing this. Chloe, thanks for checking in. McKenna, thanks the same thing. Wishing everybody a good night, and we'll talk again soon.
Thanks
Good
so
night,
much.
guys. Thank you.
Bye, Peyton. I love you.
Bye, Chloe. I love you too.